Hi Priscilla, I'm going to be reading your paper for today's week. I want to start by saying that your paper was really well organized. I understood what chapter you were addressing for each paragraph. It was so easy to read, and it was just a really nice refresher for me before I took the quiz. Um, and yeah, I noticed that we both kind of talked about the same things. There were only, excuse me, there are only two things that were different. The first thing is that I noticed that you know more about this program by addressing a slogan or a saying that the program does that was not addressed in the text, and that's that you said that the providers have this thing called "Don't Ask, Don't Tell," and that really focuses on trying to break the fear that a lot of immigrants have trying to enroll their kids, and it's their fear of people knowing their status. And so I like the fact that you provided that. It really emphasized what this program is trying to do and what they're trying to break, and how they're trying to better these individuals' lives by providing services like this that are more concealed and are more protective of their status. Um, Moving on to another thing that was different, which is the last paragraph. It's really talking about what you would do to change if you were a policymaker. Um, what I noticed is that you really understood what needs to be done. What you asked is more funding and more awareness, and I think those are the two main priorities when it comes to this. In text, it mentioned that a lot of Latino parents do not enroll their kids into these type of programs, and one of them is just because they're just not aware that this exists for them. And I feel like when more light is being shed to this, more advocacy is being done, more change can be done as well. For me, my experience, I am a after school tutor at an after school program in Westheimer. That alone, you can already have a pre-notion of what kind of kids I work with. And you really do see the advantage of money in a good way. The advantage of paying for tutors that cater the needs of kids that have ADHD, that fall in the autism spectrum, that have dyslexia, and I see them grow each day. It is so incredible to see. It's so mesmerizing to see. Um, and it just really comes to show the importance of resources. And I see the other side of the spectrum with people that have a lot of money, and then I see the other side of the spectrum where I live, where it's different, and kids do fall victim of this horrible stereotype, this horrible statistic, and it's very disheartening. And then you see why it's different. Um, and like I mean, it's obvious. It's resources catering the needs of those individuals. And I feel like Head Start's doing an amazing start. I think more people need to be doing more actions to help Latinos grow. I think, in all honesty, if anything, it's just to break the mold that people think, well, they need to work harder to climb up. Well, it's not that simple. A lot of people were not dealt the same cards as other people. And I think we need to understand the whole paradigm of the situation and everything that affects the individual, the family, and the child from growing. What prevents them from uh, being in the same level as their other peers? And I think this chapter really did a perfect job addressing that. And yeah, I think it's just really important. If we want to create a better tomorrow, we need to start at the root of the problem. We need to create a solid and concrete foundation for these kids to grow so they can become better citizens, better leaders for tomorrow, and really have a really nice full circle effect of kids growing up to become teachers, and those teachers end up growing other kids that become teachers, or maybe something else. They grow up to be um, the new leaders for different things in the medical field, in the business field, uh, in the field of helping people that are in the low margin of SES, and providing resources for them. And I think that's really important to address and really truly see the advantage and the greatness of having programs like this. All right. Thank you so much for your paper. It helped me so much for the quiz, and I hope that you're safe, that your family's safe as well. And I can't wait to read more of your stuff. Thank you. Have a nice day.